In tennis drama news,
Oh, I know it.
Is this like a Serena?
submitted by Fan Bing Bing.
Hello, Bing Bing.
I love all the names you have to read right now.
Tennis umpires are reportedly considering a boycott on Serena Williams' matches.
Oh no, that is ridiculous.
I heard a little bit, but I'll let Tiff explain.
You tell me.
The umpire, or during one of their matches, called her like a thief or something like that.
She called him a thief.
Oh, she called him a thief.
Maybe you should tell the article.
See, that's why I was like, I'm gonna let you explain it.
Yeah, go Tiff. So she was in the U.S. Open final. The umpire issued 3 code violations, 1 for verbal abuse after she called him a thief.
Yeah, that's what it was.
All that cost her a full game. So
Yeah.
she lost to her opponent.
Which is a Japanese, a black girl. Her name is Osaka.
Why was he a thief? What did
Naomi
he do?
Osaka. So, she also got penalized. So in one of those 3, it included for a coaching violation, which she disputed like crazy. And I'm gonna show you a video clip of her.
That's what started the whole thing.
Wasn't she like inappropriately dressed or whatever too?
Oh, that's a different one.
Okay.
So this is her disputing the fact that because she got a coaching violation, which in tennis, your coach can't coach you while you're playing.
No one ever honors though, ever.
Yeah.
Like that is a rule, but no one's ever been called on.
So how do they do it? Like, do they like secret hand signal?
No, it's actually out in the open too though. Like they're just on the sidelines and then they'll like do whatever like baseball, but like no
Why
one's
not,
ever been
coach?
called.
Who gives a fuck? Why
But not only that, but she was on the other side and the coach was over here. Like she couldn't even see her coach. She was like, "What are you talking about?"
She thought he was doing a thumbs up.
This is her disputing it.
You owe me an apology. You owe me an apology. I have never cheated in my life. I have a daughter and I stand what's right for her and I've never cheated. And you owe me an apology.
And now Brian Early, in his 39th year of working with the U.S. Open, his last year as a referee, is involved in something incredibly ugly.
Who are they booing? The guy in
The
the
guy,
suit?
probably.
And that's not right. This is not fair. This has happened to me too many times. This is not fair. This is not fair. But to hit me up once I lose a game for what we're saying, that is not fair.
Look what she says here.
I mean, it's really not. But you know how many other men do things that are
Yep.
they do much worse than that.
Yep.
This is not fair. There's a lot of men out here that have said a lot of things and because they're men. That doesn't happen to them.
You know what's crazy is she's like the Tiger Woods of tennis. Like she's fucking huge.
That's why they're not going to ban her.
That name is like, you don't even have to know tennis and you know that name.
Andre Agassi, and then the Williams sisters. That's it. I don't know.
Andre's the European guy?
Andre Agassi actually even spoke up and was like, I side with Serena. I've said worse shit to these umpires. Like, I've done way worse, and I've never been called.
He was considered like the bad boy of tennis, right?
Yeah.
Because he was like a rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now like the umpires have gotten a fuck ton of backlash over all of this because and then going back to that, the reason why she's wearing a tutu is because after her having her daughter, she suffered a pulmonary embolism, which causes blood clots and stuff.
Oh, damn.
And so she needed to wear this tight cat suit in order to prevent
Blood clotting.
clots.
Oh, man.
And so this is what she wore in the French Open, or I forgot what it's called, but it's in France. And then they ended up banning her from wearing this. So in a protest way, she ended up wearing that tutu.
Over it?
No, she got Nike and I think Louis.
What was she supposed to wear? Like just a regular tennis skirt?
Yeah, like the tennis skirt, even though she has that thing.
Yeah, what the hell?
Exactly, even though it's for her health. And so what she ended up doing is she had a collaboration between Louis Vuitton and Virgil Abloh and Nike.
That's dope.
And they created this tutu look for her, and then in order to do the blood clot thing, she's wearing compression fishnet tights.
Isn't that the league's job before that you step on court to say, hey, you can't wear that versus you play a whole game and
I
you're
would
like,
hope so.
what the hell?
And then
That's
you find out
crazy.
later.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, like before every like UFC boxing match, you touch the glove, they see, oh, do you have any weird oils on you? Did you cut your nails?
Even for us in powerlifting, like they check all your equipment and like everything is regulated.
Like you don't
And
have
it's not
extra
even a big
stretchy singlet that's
sport.
gonna make you lift more weights. They check all that. Like,
Yeah.
NFL lets you play. They go out there with like gold shoes and shit, and then they just get fined later.
oh, for reals?
Oh,
Damn,
crazy.
that's weird.
And we all, the fans love it. We all just love like all the different shit that they come out in. But the league is so lame like this shit, where it's like, we have our traditional old shitty rules. The game of tennis is expected to look like this.
It's because tennis is pretentious. If you think about the type of crowd and, you know, typically the type of players, and tennis is something that is like old aristocratic shit.
Dude,
Like
they-
golf.
Versus like golf and stuff like that versus basketball versus like skateboarding or whatever, you know. So they're gonna abide by different rules. And I think what's happening right now is people trying to maintain and preserve the culture of what it is, and they don't like this new shit or whatever's
But
going
it
on.
hasn't. So I feel even more bad for Serena because ever since she came out, like she's been playing for like what, 15 years, 20 years, like forever now. Like she's always like just stuck to her guns, and she's like, this is who I am, this is how I was raised. Like I'm gonna put my hair this way, and she's always done it. But she's always gotten backlash from that.
Oh right, the hair backlash.
All the fucking time.
I remember that.
And like they never cut her any fucking slack.
Same shit happened to Tanya Harding when she was in skating.
So ever since she started, like I can see why she's so frustrated, right? Like most people might be like, yo, she overreacted, like back the fuck up. But it's like you gotta consider she's like been training, she came back from having a baby, like she's been going through this shit ever since her career started.
That's
and like
true.
she keeps dealing with it all the
Tanya Harding of
time.
tennis without the scandal.
Yeah.
She's like been top for a decade.
forever.
So then this really famous cartoonist, he created this cartoon over her meltdown that the media is saying that she had this
Fuck
What
this guy.
meltdown?
Fuck you, this dude.
Fuck the media.
This is an Australian guy.
Oh my god.
Why she look like a fucking
No, that's borderline racist.
like a what do you call it, like a totem pole?
Everyone's saying
Oh, yeah,
that this
she
is
does look like
super
Tom.
racist because it has like
Even her opponent, who is Japanese and black, by the way, is a blonde girl.
What the fuck?
yeah.
Oh, that's supposed to be Osaka?
Yeah.
She doesn't even look like that though.
So this is like a really racist cartoon. That's what everyone's saying. That it's just super racist.
I mean, it's just awful depiction in general.
yeah.
Because she didn't have a meltdown like that we just saw.
No, she was being very reasonable.
Very classy.
I felt bad for her. Like I didn't see her, like, you know when people have a meltdown, they're annoying even if they're right.
It was like when we were playing Mafia and you were super sad because you were getting voted.
I felt that. I felt that.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
That's exactly what it is, man.
You guys will see that episode coming
When
up.
you know you're right and everyone doesn't believe you.
Were you right, Joe?
He was.
I was
About
right.
everyone that he called out?
No, but that he was innocent.
Yeah, he called me and Nick, and we were
He called me out too, and I didn't even vote for him.
I was right about you colluding.
about me.
For both of you colluding.
We didn't.
You said we were bad guys.
Yeah, we said we were bad guys.
Anyway,
You were bad to me.
that's
They were, I wasn't.
Hurt my feelings.
But yeah, you were trying to desperately get you protect.
If it was just you two, by the way, it would have been fine. But then when everybody jumped on board, that's when I was like, oh my fucking god, I just dug my own grave.
Not me. I knew you were innocent.
Because you called us out.
Two of my homies here that really know me.
I didn't call you out.
No, you guys had my back. You guys refused to raise your hand. Everyone else
I'm
joined
not
that
your real
motherfucker.
So the episode that we're talking about, it's a Halloween one, so look for that.
October 31st, baby. But anyways, let's go back to this controversy.
He's dredging up all these emotions for Joe.
So Serena got fined $17,000
What?
because of all that.
That's nothing for her, dude.
it isn't, but it's still.
I'm with you. I'm just saying good for her because she's like.
She made like 2 million or a
Yeah,
couple
exactly.
million on this thing, but that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Yeah, and also back to the cartoonist thing, the newspaper that this went up, they were defending him. And they were saying like, yeah, you know, the world has gone officially mad when a celebrated cartoonist is condemned by social media hordes for depicting a famous sports.
Even his own Australian, Ruby Rose, she posted about it and was like, fuck this guy. Not in those terms because she's more PC, but she was just like, I don't stand by this guy. I'm very ashamed. He's despicable. I don't condone this at all. I'm sorry my fellow Australians have to go through this shit. This guy's not right.
Damn.
Even if he's like a super celebrated guy, like the idea that he only gets it right is stupid. Like you could be a super celebrated kick-ass cartoonist, but then you do a shitty cartoon.
Yeah.
And it's like you did a shitty cartoon. Deal with it.
That's true.
That was super racist looking.
I mean, he could have just lived in a fucking bubble too, and he lost touch with society for the last 30 years, and then he fucking did something stupid like that. And it's like, it doesn't make it okay if he's a legend or whatever.
Poor Serena, dude. I feel bad for her.
me too.
Yeah, and then the whole blonde ponytail thing, they were defending it too, and they were like, because she actually has a blonde ponytail.
What sucks is it overshadows her win though, because I actually knew about her years ago when I went to Japan. I was watching this show, and then it was a bunch of comedians trying to to play like tennis with the All-Star. I was like, oh shit, this is dope. Like she's mixed race, Japanese, celebrated in Japan. She, you know, and then it's pretty awesome that she's kind of like popular out there. And then she comes out, and then when she wins, like if you saw the speech, all she can say is like, "I love you" to Serena, right? And then it was such a graceful win. But all of that got overshadowed from all of this bullshit.
It wasn't a real win though.
Yeah, she didn't beat him.
really.
It was win by disqualification because
Right.
of Serena,
Which
but it
sucks
was
for her.
yeah.
Which is the worst way to win.
Yeah.
Wait, did Serena win and then they took it from her?
No, they just because
Didn't
she was
even
called
finish
3
the game,
times.
right?
Yeah, like the game just had to end.
So, even for
it's
her, it
not
wouldn't be
fair to her.
satisfying. It wouldn't even be
So
satisfying for her.
when she won though, was she like, I can't believe it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because when during the victory speech, they're like, "How do you feel about this?" She goes, "I love you, Serena," and then basically like. The point I'm trying to make is she was inspired by Serena
Yeah.
to kind of go out and become a player, right? And how awesome is it to actually be there on stage with her one day and compete with her, regardless if you win or lose?
Right.
That's
But
the
then
really,
that got
that's the
taken
cool
away.
story, but
Yeah.
that story got taken away.
I have such little class and I'm so competitive that even if I won by like mean-spirited disqualification,
You would celebrate.
I'd run up into the stands and like get carried by the people and shit, dude. Fuck yeah.
Especially if you were losing. If it was like 20-1.
Damn straight.
That's why you wanted all those hints in Black Magic. Like we were like, no, we gotta win. We gotta
Another coming soon JK party video.
watch JK Party. Go
Just
subscribe.
trying to plug it, okay?
Yeah, we're just trying to plug it.